Welcome to Get Cookin'. All right, let's do another take. This thing takes no time. Coos, I turned it on somehow. How did I turn it on? Isn't that amazing?
No, I don't know how you turn it on.
Is this one with the hand?
Yes.
Okay, Coos is here to learn how to make the extraordinary pizza so that when I'm gone, he can make one, and that thing would last him for probably 3 days. Well, 1 day.
Gone means to Switzerland, not like not with us anymore.
No, I leave today for Switzerland, tonight, but as he always says, by the time you watch this, I'm back
again.
And who knows?
Yeah.
All right, so we are doing this in our bread machine. So if you don't have a bread machine, just look up a pizza dough. But if you have a bread machine, give this one a go because it works. Although today we're already gonna have to make a few options because the recipe did call for bread flour, which here in Thailand is very easy to get. And I believe it's in this blue bag is the bread flour. Oh no, all-purpose flour. Oh yeah. And the green bag, this is all-purpose flour, and the green bag is the bread flour. And I made it with this last time and it turned out extraordinary, but we won't have enough of it today. And we could go around the corner, but we're not because we're short on time. We need to get this in so that we can have it for lunch. All right, Coos, so I'm going to tell you, move over. I'm going to move over here and have you in front of the bread thing.
Funny thing about this recipe, she tells me, usually you put out the water and things, liquids first.
Yeah.
When you do like a bread.
Yeah, all our bread machine recipes always put the water, the oil in first, and this one does it opposite. So I did it opposite and it worked. Here you go, here's your weapon. Teaspoon. So you're putting in the granulated yeast, 2 teaspoons first. That's very weird.
That to me means free or whip.
No.
It doesn't really work well.
Yes, it does. Just 2. You don't. This you're not messing with. All right. The next thing is our item of concern, and that is they put in the flour next, and that will be 3 cups of bread flour. So we're going to just show you our lovely flour. Go ahead, pour it in because maybe it'll be 1 cup, huh? Okay, that's a good cup. Now fill it up again. Oh, okay, there was more than I thought.
Almost 2.
Almost 2. So then fill it up with this this is just a regular all-purpose flour.
But if you can use the bread.
That's 2. Yeah, if you can use bread flour. It does make a difference. I think it makes the dough lighter. Well, there was more of this than I thought too, because this is quite perfect. So we're going to put in the remaining dough will be our famous wheat flour, which I always say is a little bit weird wheat flour.
Yes, from India, she said last time.
Here we go. So just fill up this cup with that. And you know what? I think this might turn out really good. A little bit more. Okay, I think that's good enough. So we've got a tri-flour dough going on here, so it's always good to try things, man.
This place is called the experimental kitchen.
Yes, it is. It's our experimental or test kitchen. All right, back to the teaspoon. 1 teaspoon salt, please.
Can never have enough salt.
Yeah, that's enough salt.
Wait and see once he's gone.
Grab that light olive oil. I don't know, I like to use the light one. You can use any olive oil. 2 tablespoons.
You sink them in, like forming a little.
No, just put it in. This recipe was a little different. Then you got to go grab the cup and get a cup of filtered water, please. Is it going to rain? I think I'm going to pause. He's going to get the, no, let's put this in. Let's do this fast because there's only other thing. 1 cup water plus, oh, I forgot something. 1 cup water plus 2 tablespoons. But I forgot the sugar, and they have 2 tablespoons sugar. There's no way I put that much in. Wait, let me put the sugar in first. I just put 1 tablespoon sugar. I did not put 2. And I don't even know if we have, that's a teaspoon, but that's okay. We're gonna just sprinkle in 2 teaspoons. Okay.
You can probably put honey in instead of sugar.
You can put honey in.
I don't like sugar.
We usually put honey. This is the coconut sugar.
Can the water
Yeah,
go?
1 water, and then go on over there and measure into that cup another, just about this much, 2 tablespoons worth. You can do the tablespoons, but I just kind of fill up.
Of what?
Of water. Yeah, very strange. They must have taken a gram recipe and traded it, but I did follow it because you don't want it too dry. In fact, with the wheat, I would even suggest, is that 2?
Yes.
Good. Okay, I was about to say maybe with the wheat we might even need a bit more, but we'll peek in. That's it. All right, go ahead and put it into the machine, Dia.
The best investment we ever made.
And then you have to put it on number 9, but you have to make sure it's plugged in.
Remember the lesson of being plugged in?
All right, yes. Coos gets things in his head and they don't come out ever. Like for years later.
I remember.
He remembers. Number 9, you go press here and up to
Pause.
number 9. 3, and if you forget, you see 9, make dough. Okay, and then you press start. And it says 58 minutes, so we're gonna see you in 58 minutes.
So you see it's marked actually in Thai, which is not like any language we speak. So
Is it Thai or Chinese or Korean? I don't even think it's Thai.
it's Thai. But yeah, there's English too. I've never noticed before. Anyway.
Man, I don't know what language that is. It doesn't look like Thai to me. It looks like, I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's not Japanese, Chinese. I don't know what it is. Okay, we will come back. We're going to make a mozzarella cheese, but that we make in about 30 minutes because we don't want to make it now and have it sit too long. So we'll be back in the kitchen at about what time is it, 10:30? About 11:15 we'll be back in here to start the mozzarella cheese. Then the dough will finish, roll it out, pop it in. We're going to add our mushrooms. It's going to be delicious.
And she's taking some on the aircraft, even though we do give her vegan food on it, which is...
Yeah, I signed up, but I thought I'm going to bring a bit of banana bread, an apple, and some of the pizza with, and I'll be good. I don't know, sometimes I get really hungry flying and sometimes I don't. But if I get really hungry flying, it's a bummer because not much of that food in the airports I really want to eat.
And in the meantime, we are watching the weather like you cannot believe. It's monsoon.
I was about to run out there. I've got laundry hanging. I was about to run out and take it down. And right now, I'm like, oh no.
It's the sunburn. That's why you'll see probably in the previous video where it's like the camera's dark and bright. And we realize it's actually the clouds and the sun outside.
Yeah, cloud will pass over and it's holding water, you know. It's just, will it let it out right here or will it go across the street and let it out?
But we like the monsoon.
But when
the monsoon starts, you run up all the way to the 4th floor. You just close windows, doors.
See, now you always know the wind comes before the rain. So it was completely calm. Now the wind's coming in, so okay, but the sun's out. I'm going to go check my laundry anyway because I think there's plenty that's dry. So quickly put away these things and we'll be back in a while.
Okay, you wouldn't know that. Next time.
You won't know it. I know it. I forgot my apron, but I think we'll be okay for the moment.
Or you can just put it on.
Or I can just put it on while, yeah, okay.
See, now this is part of a pizza, a magnificent pizza video. But this is the part where she makes the mozzarella cheese.
Where he makes the
Yes.
mozzarella cheese.
Under guidance for the first time.
Yes.
And last time, after I'll do it myself, and so can you. But I think the mozzarella cheese is such an important ingredient in food that I'll make a separate video on this part as well. I think it's important.
Is this thing on? Yes. Is it twisting around? Yes. Okay. I like that better. I like having my pocket and being able to get my apron dirty.
It
All
is
right.
a bit later than when you last saw us, I'll just tell you.
It's 11:30. We said we'd see you 11:15.
And it didn't rain.
No, and the laundry dried. And I saw a snake about this long, green, very nice.
And see the happiness in my face about that. Where did you find the snake?
He dropped, I heard a thump, and I was throwing things into the river, not trash, plants from our swimming pool. I was taking them because there's just too many. And I heard this thump, and I was pouring something, then I looked back and there's the snake. I think it came out of our tree, and he was scurrying around, and I went to get Coos, but when I got Coos, he had already disappeared. But there's one animal on the face of this planet that Coos doesn't like, and that's snakes. Which is a shame, because that is my Chinese sign. I'm a snake. That's our pizza dough. And somebody is making sure that it's ready. I don't think he saw the snake. He was outside. I don't know what he would have done with the snake, but lizards, and cockroaches, man, that guy likes. All right, I gotta wipe this off. All right, well, that's good news. I was just telling Coos when I looked in that when I made the dough the other day, it was all the way to the top, but now I'm thinking I had made it in the morning, and then I think Dada came, and so I think it was sitting in there for a good hour. We're not gonna have that kind of time today. So it won't be, that dough was really fluffy and was really big. This one won't be the same.
But as long as it tastes the same, we don't care.
Well, we don't care. No, we don't. We're not gonna wait an hour now.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our cheese. All right. I guess my glasses are okay.
We are
They seemed
making
a
a
little
pizza in the
dirty.
background. It's for those of you who only see now
The mozzarella.
the mozzarella.
All right, so
That's
we're
what we
putting this on our handy scale and pressing 0. And you need to pour in, this is our homemade soy milk, any plain soy milk, unflavored. You have to be careful. You have to be careful with plant-based milks. Most of them have flavors. Really, so you have to pay special care. They're always putting sugar in those things. Anyway, I made this. There are recipes to make soy milk without our cool soy milk blender. I found them really complicated, whereas it can't be that complicated because all this thing does is heat it up and mix it up, but it does do the timing and everything else. All right, so Coos, would you please pour in 125 milliliters into this thing? Yes. Go ahead. Oh, I can't put my arm on there. It blocks the view. Ooh, he's at 123. That is pretty good. 124. Oh, 123, 124. Look at that. 26. That's good enough. 26?
Was 25.
It was 25. Okay, All right, we still got some extra soy milk. I don't know if we're going to make anything else with that before I leave. Yes?
Mayo.
I want to make some mayonnaise, and we'll leave it out to be a little warm. It shouldn't be cold.
But we do have upstairs, so no. I'll do it tomorrow, a week later.
Yeah,
from
well,
It can
that's the
last.
thing. This milk has to be done in 1 or 2 days. All right, so I'm putting the milk back in if he wants to do it tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah.
All right, next, please put in 35 grams. So you press it on 0. And now, careful with this, 35 grams coconut oil.
There's so much left.
And ours is always melted because it's hot. So that's what the good news is. By us, we don't have to melt it. Probably by you, you do. We're at 22, 24, it's gonna be enough. 27, 28, 30, careful, 33, 35. Man is good with the scale. All right. And now we can take it off the scale. We don't need the scale anymore. And you're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon, and I took it out for you, of salt. 1/4 teaspoon salt. Cats are in here playing. When we're around, they like it. Oh, I spoke too soon. We do need 10 grams. Oops. 10 grams of tapioca starch. Almost every Asian shop will have tapioca starch because they use it in all their cooking. When you're vegan, you have to have this stuff. It's great. I would suggest scooping it in. This says, what does it say on here already? What does it say? 7.5 ml, but so we need 10. It's just to say it's not going to be that much, but put it in and then see what it is. The whole thing, the whole thing. That's only 3, so you probably need 3 of those. Okay, now he's going for a big scoop. He wanted to show you that. 9, and we need 10, so look at this. Oh, that was 12. Oh well. Wow, 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 it's like a game. That's okay, it's okay, it's always okay. That's the thing. All right, but that really is it. And now all you need is, we have no, I'm not putting in real garlic. We're using garlic powder. 1/2 teaspoon, please, in the mix. That's not 1/2 teaspoon. You have to put in a full 1/2 teaspoon.
So this is 1/2 teaspoon.
Yeah, but he had it.
But I had half of half.
Yeah.
Because if you say 1/2 teaspoon and you have a teaspoon in your hand,
Gosh, only coos.
you know,
Only coos.
now you know why lawyers, attorneys, why we focus so much on
bloody
language
annoying.
and you know,
Yeah.
which reminds me, she never said to me she was a snake when we started dating.
It's a very good Chinese. It's very creative and everything else. It's a good. What's yours, Chinese? Probably a dog.
Pig.
Are you pig?
Oh, I got no idea.
But you have to look up by your ear. All right, these kids in here are going to have to go
Wanna go
outside.
out?
They're getting quite rowdy.
God.
All right, so all we're going to do now, but I'll let Coos do it. So I don't think he's ever used this blender.
Okay, cat tried to bite my socks.
Really? All right, now you got to go and put that in the blender, which is behind you. I already screwed on the top.
This thing,
Yes.
is it? Yes.
Plugged
So what
in.
do I do?
And that's it. You turn it upside down. Yeah, and now press it. Press
Oh,
it down.
hello.
Press it down.
What happens?
Press it down.
You heard her say that.
Okay. Isn't that a cool little blender? You know, you should bring this upstairs if you want to make a one-person smoothie.
yes.
It's faster and
Oh,
better than the big
do that.
blender.
There's even marked.
No, it's such a great little thing.
This
I
reminds
use
me-
it every day. I mean,
There's an
really.
old South African joke when the Americans started going to space. They actually recruited a South African guy to go with. This was back in the 1960s when they were still sending monkeys to certain death. Really, really disgusting. But
Oh. Did the monkeys all die?
how do you think those monkeys got back onto the Earth once they went into space?
I have no idea.
They didn't. They burned up on the way back down.
Oh.
Well, we ran out of oxygen.
Really? I actually never.
Yeah, chimpanzees.
Oh, that's cruel, man.
I think some of them survived, but
Really?
a lot of them didn't. It's one of those things. And so anyway, it was trained for about 6-7 weeks. And
Yeah.
the joke was, the only thing you had to do was to give bananas to the monkeys. It's a quest van 'n merwe joke.
I don't get that joke.
It's better in Afrikaans.
Yeah, I didn't get it at all. I didn't understand it. Anyway, it's like when my mom tells jokes, because she translates them from German, and they're absolutely not funny. I mean, I don't even get them. You smell the garlic?
This will have to be watched very thoroughly before we get to what do you call that? Smoothie time, my man. Smoothie time. We're going to make an entire series on smoothies. We haven't gotten to the hamburgers yet, but I'll be experimenting every second day.
With the same hamburger and the
Because
same
there's nothing
thing.
wrong with
There's no
hamburger and chips.
experimenting
That's
going.
good food, man. That's the
No
thing.
experimenting going on. Now the thing with this recipe is you might want to double it. If you can save this cheese in the fridge, we're going to use the whole thing, but it really doesn't make very much. That I noticed.
Okay, so what you're doing actually?
Well, I'm just over here heating it and making sure to mix it because it is going to thicken. It's like when you use cornstarch too, you just got to keep mixing it.
Okay, so you put it on low and you...
Yeah, this is low for us, but
Yes,
ours
and you just...
is never low.
Mix
All
it.
right, Kitty wants to come back in.
Oh, we'll let you
So
help.
my mother now
Come.
only tells me dirty
Tiger.
jokes because
Go.
those seem to translate pretty well. Yes. And they're really
Hey.
still bad.
You gotta come in. Aircon's on.
I didn't even know she was like, because in English she never tells jokes. So that's kind of funny. I think in German she's really funny. What were you talking? You had your microphone on. I don't know what you're over there talking. What were you saying?
The cat was sort of coming in and then he attacked the door. And I was telling you he's got the aircon on here, he's got to come in. I'll tell you one thing about my mother-in-law, besides wandering naked around on the balconies in front of her office. She went hurt her toe. I don't know how. They were going diving or something and she got a toe damage.
Oh yeah, that was bad. I forgot about that.
That's how she arrives here.
Ooh, see this? Turn it off.
Yeah, show. What's that?
Oh, see, it goes like I'm just spinning. I'm just turning, and then all of a sudden, look at
Becomes
this.
cheesy.
It becomes cheesy. And it happens really fast. That's why you just got to keep mixing it, because you saw that real time. I mean, we didn't cut this or anything, so it doesn't take very long, huh? All right, go ahead. What were you saying about my mom?
Well, she's a lovely woman, I have to say to you. Gave birth to a fantastic woman, was my wife. I even called the book after her, code name Crocodile.
That's
After the old crocodile.
after, yeah,
It's a
that's
South African joke as well.
That's what they call mother-in-laws in South Africa, crocodiles.
Crocodile.
And when I said that to my mom, she said, "Oh, he better watch it. I might bite."
Yeah, she said that.
Yeah.
She was German, blood came out there. But
Yeah,
anyway, so
you better treat me nice,
she arrives and
otherwise.
she spoke to me, which is not often because she doesn't understand my accent.
I have to be the interpreter. Maybe
Yes.
you don't understand his
Yeah, I
accent
think a lot
either.
of you will not actually understand me.
I
which
think
is
a
good,
lot
which
of
is
you
good.
will not actually understand me, which is good. That's how I do the translation to my mom.
Yes.
I'm not kidding.
So normally she ignores me flat, but this, now after she hurt her toe, she comes hobbling up and she says, "You go and you buy me a condom." I thought,
Oh, I forgot that. You're right.
I have never had a mother-in-law ask me to buy her a condom at the age of 85. And I was wondering what was happening. And then it seems like she wanted to use it as some kind of a barrier against the seawater.
Well, we were
when she
going,
swims.
we were snorkeling. And the problem with when you get a wound and you go in salt water, it never heals.
Yes,
And it does get infected.
yes.
And we were going on, I mean, we were snorkeling so much and we were enjoying it so much. And I don't know if that was that before the trip or after. No, because she got it during the trip is
It's
when she
after you
heard
went to
it.
the islands.
Yeah,
Christmas.
they bandaged. They basically told her we were on this snorkeling trip for 3 days, which was
The lead snorkeler.
fantastic. Yeah, yes, I was. And then she hurt her toe on that, and they had a first aid there, and the guy says you can't go snorkeling, and she's like, I am not going snorkeling, but they were right. I mean, by her going snorkeling, it really got it really infected. So when she came back, I forgot about that. Yeah. So she wanted to use the condom on her toe to protect it when she went in the salt water. And in the end, you didn't get it, did you?
No, I wouldn't even know where these things are in the 7-Eleven or wherever.
I know where they are. They're always near the checkout. I mean, they're not, come on.
In South Africa, if
So
you want such things,
innocent.
you go to the pharmacy and you sort of put a 20 cent and you just tap like this. It's like a secret code, you know. You don't do these
Oh
things
God,
in
look, he was
public.
blushing.
Yeah,
And if you would
blushing,
say it's for my mother-in-law, then you'd get really odd looks, man. They might call the police.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, I think in the end what we did was
It's public
I know what
indecency
we
even talking
did.
about
We
this.
took a rubber glove, one of those rubber gloves for cleaning, and we cut that off and we put it and then taped it. But you know what? That water gets in everywhere, and she suffered with that toe for quite a while.
It reminds me on my first day of police counterinsurgency training, which is at a place called Miljoenskop. And like all these training bases, it's got like a mountain next to it called Bolio. And you get to know Bolio, you run up and down there every now and then. But anyway, to make
I saw it. Didn't you show me that? Wasn't that by Four Trekkers, that hill?
No,
Oh,
this
okay.
is in Eastern Transvaal. This is,
Oh, never mind.
I'll show
I
you
didn't
one
see
day.
it.
yeah, you don't want to see that place. It's bad memories. I get nightmares at Bolio. So anyway, the first day, this sergeant arrives, and he was a former Rhodesian, tough as nails, wonderful fellow. He couldn't speak Afrikaans that well, so he spoke a mixture of Afrikaans and English, but we could understand him. And so he asked us about the 6 uses of condoms in the army. I'll never forget that.
The 6 uses for condoms?
Yes, in the army.
And what are they? So now you've got to tell us. These are some of those gorgeous oyster mushrooms. While he tells you that, I'll be preparing these.
Gloves. Emergency use now, right? Gloves, water, signals.
What? Wait. What's water? They
You can
store
fill it with
water?
water, yeah, of
Well, you can
course.
make a big water balloon, yeah.
Yeah. Well, in Africa, water is something.
Don't they have like powder in them or like gel on
You
them?
mean the ration packs?
Are you talking about condoms?
Yes.
Condoms usually have like a gooey thing on them.
Yeah, well, if you're thirsty enough.
Okay. I guess it's edible.
I mean, on the survival course, the poor guys from the aircraft, aircrew, as well as I think the Navy divers, perhaps not them, but definitely aircrew, special forces, those types. Yeah, they go in the survival course and then they would drink water in the belly of slaughtered animal, you know, that type of thing. But there's many ways. We actually, at my other show, we interviewed, we spoke to a guy who wrote the survival manual. After 2 soldiers, one of them died, and he was sitting next to a crematorium, which I think is upside down tree or something you call it in English. And that thing is filled with water. He actually had water with him, he just didn't know, and so he died. And so they started implementing this training. Right, the other way is also signals. They say that you can blow up this condom to quite a big size and then you just wave it around. People can see you. Why you would do that, I don't know. And then another way which I can think about quickly is you just put it over the barrel of your rifle, no pun intended, keeps the dust out. And if needs be, you can shoot right through it. But I have a tip for you. Let the chaplain not see you do that, because they are very prudish people, you know. It's like,
Where is
Sergeant.
this chaplain? Is it chaplain everywhere? I mean, they're always talking about chaplains.
yes, they always do. Chaplain is come to visit the base and then he would pray for you. Normally something like, God, please give us strength to kill our enemies.
Isn't that gorgeous? Wow, that's very...
let's kill the liberals and the Takara and the
Are you
communists.
serious?
Oh yeah, they actually prayed like that.
It doesn't sound like a very real prayer to me.
But it worked.
Oh,
We were
God.
very good at what we did. Anyway, I think I mentioned 5 now, I just can't remember the 6 and it will bother me forever. Or perhaps I don't know, I got sidetracked with the chaplains now. Anyway,
Yeah, right. You got the
Rebecca's
image
busy,
of
yes,
the
she's taken out the
chaplains.
oyster thingies, and this cheese is still lying here, you can see it hardened up now. It's really fantastic, this is like mozzarella cheese, I can't believe it. We made mozzarella cheese, I mean I suppose you can add a bit of whatever flavor you want. Flavor.
The garlic's in there already.
Yeah, but what if you add like a little bit of...
Yeah, if you want some chili, but we do that directly on the pizza, some oregano on the pizza.
Oregano. Okay, let me
All right.
show you what she's doing now.
The next thing we have to do is roll out the dough. We're not letting it sit anymore because we want to eat lunch here. I'm just chopping up these mushrooms. Random chopping. We do need an onion too, so Kuz, would you reach behind you and get an onion? I think we're out of olives, huh? Did we finish the olives? Yes, I saw the empty
I
bottle.
ate them the other day.
Oh, that's a
Yes,
shame.
a
But we
nice
do have capers. I like capers.
There's gonna be a lot of changes once she leaves tonight. I can tell you.
I come back and my everything's everywhere. I mean, that I don't look forward to.
I never lived in a place with 5 different kitchens. And
I
you
don't
wouldn't
think I
believe I
did
use
either.
the smallest one actually upstairs. I just bring up, but then I take out like one knife, one fork, one spoon, one glass.
He's
and
like
one,
camping.
Yeah, and that's all I use for the entire time she's not here.
And then he puts everything so that he can access it easily. He doesn't care how anything looks. Just has to be.
Mr. Practical.
I get back and it's like,
Yeah, but this time I'm being clever. If we got videos, I'm going to take pictures of always everything. And when she comes back, I just stop it back.
oh, look at that.
Because otherwise, she comes back, she's very friendly, and she walks to the kitchen.
And then screams.
Instead of going to bed and sleep like, somebody would travel very far, she starts cleaning.
I do what?
Starts cleaning.
Yeah.
And if she's not cleaning, she's scheming on how to clean. So,
Yeah. All right, which way do you slice the onion? If I give you a half of onion.
tourniquet. You can also use it as a
There you
tourniquet.
go. I
You
knew
can-
it. I knew you wouldn't
Yeah,
forget.
and there if you can get hold of female things, that works for bullet wounds as well if you can put it in.
Well, you guys must have a very odd-looking kit.
Oh yeah. I've got videos of that too, but it's not
It
available
must be
for public.
odd-looking. It's
The
like,
problem is, it's not like for movies. If somebody is shot or something, his body is in shock and he might not have passed out. So he starts shaking like this and kicking and screaming, and
I don't know why
not
we.
that easy to treat unless you can get him out, oxygen or something, just inject him or
I
kick him
tell
in
you,
the
when
head.
Kuz tells me his stories, I feel so blessed that I was born.
Now,
Where-
there's nothing special about me. There's nothing special about me. Let me just say that my experiences were fairly normal.
No, they weren't.
Come to my show.
He
you'll
says
see
that
some
he's
wonderful people.
he's absolutely not normal, but in South Africa, they had to go either to the police or to the army.
Going to the police in those days were actually worse than the army, because the police were very militarized and they were very much fighting. So if you think you could jump over army by going to the police, you're stupid. I say that in all my books. Just as read what I write. But it was fun. It was good days. I'm not complaining. Anyway, we're not talking about that anymore.
Okay, no, that's good. We're done with that conversation.
Yes. See
And-
what she's done here.
You've got lots of onions, lots of mushrooms, because last time that
Yes.
pizza dough was so big, but this time it's not as big. All right, honey, would you take out the pizza dough, and I'm going to just wipe up this board. I'll bring it over in front.
Yeah, pizza dough is inside this thing.
So I do know that's true that I let it sit in there for a long time. Yeah, that's what I mean. So when I got it, it was all the way to the top. So
I love this bread machine, man. It's the best thing ever. Got a mate in Australia who's using it all the time. Yeah, Dries, it's because of him which
yeah, because he
I
kind
started
of
talking about.
Yeah. Wait, let me put a bit of flour on here first.
Remember, you must heat up the plate. Julia Child.
Oh yeah.
Trick of a trade, let me tell you. Before you bake the pizza, just heat up that plate to put it on like tremendously warm.
So I have this big tray in there already. I'll take this one out and leave the big one in there. That's what I did last time, and preheat the oven to what?
So you don't heat it, oil it.
I did oil it, didn't I?
Yeah, you said so.
But I did it hot, I think, because I just, yeah, anyway. I don't remember. This is why it's good we're filming.
You're going to break in a wind here, but that's fine too.
Who broke the wind?
I might have. From the top, not the bottom. It's a kitchen, you know.
What does it mean to break the wind?
Hiccup.
Oh, I thought for me breaking the wind is farting.
No. She speaks this very strange American English. It's the weirdest
breaking
thing.
The wind
Us
is
in the
definitely
colonial
farting.
colonies, we know what we're talking about.
You know, you just farted. That's what it is. Yeah.
Man, I'm so glad this microphone would have picked it up. See, it doesn't want to come out. Oh.
Plop. Here's a
But
little.
it smells nice. It's a
Does smell yeasty.
smell.
Yeah, it's a yeasty thing.
You know those pizza guys who sling it like this on their
I've
fingers?
tried that. I
Very
did
annoying.
try that. Because this dough is acting different than last time, but it is different than last time.
Oh, just one thing. How warm did you put the oven?
I think I put it on I wanted it about 200, but ours doesn't have a 200. It's like 210 or 170, so I'll just kind of have to put it somewhere.
Then there's another tip about the kitchen.
Go ahead, put it up if you want. I'm just going to be rolling. That's not really
There
exciting.
used to be this very famous rugby player in South Africa, played for South Africa as well as for the North Transvaal, the Bulls. We don't like them. We shot for province, Cape Town guys for the colony. And he was very famous and a very nice person actually. He's dead now. But it seemed like his life took a bit of a wrong turn and he started doing things outside his wedding bed or outside his wife, let me put it like that. She was a beautiful woman. We don't know why. And then he got caught and there were like pictures with him in a very compromised state. And he came out and defended himself by saying that he's actually smaller than what the pictures are. It was a very clever move. I mean, nobody expects a man to ever say that, especially not an African. But then he came out, he sort of confessed to his wife later while she was cooking in the kitchen with a knife in her hand.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And what
I'm not going to
happened?
mention names. No, nothing. She didn't attack him as far as we know. She was very kind.
No, because you
He
never
did
know what's
anything,
careful with
in
South
the wars, but,
Africans. They have different.
But I just want to say to you, when she was holding this roller thing in her hands, you know, I have to be careful what I say about her mom.
Changed. Went from this to this.
Yeah.
Because I put it on this cutting board which has edges, so the edges were getting in the way of my rolling pin.
I was just thinking how amazing it is what people speak in kitchens. You know, when we're editing these things, and especially when Rebecca is alone, and she becomes philosophical.
I've always been philosophical. Just
Well,
nobody
snakes
ever
normally are, you know.
Nobody ever listens to me, but I've got a lot of philosophical things, and it's usually peace related. Peace and love, man.
Talking about that, you can see my hair is cut. Do you know why?
Peace
Look
and
like
love.
Mr. Kojak here.
Yeah.
Because whenever Rebecca leaves, she cuts my hair off. Because nobody else is allowed to cut my hair. There's so few of them, you know, it's like precious.
Yeah, he's not going to pay
So,
for
so
a
you
haircut.
can see in the videos when on the other channel, if she's here or not, he looked like a mad professor.
Bozo. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
All right. So
Okay, so let's show.
this
You've been
is
rolling it out without getting violent. There you go.
this one actually rolled out easier than my last one, and that's the fun of having experiences. It's always different. I don't know how restaurants make it, you know, they have to measure everything and make it perfect, so it's always the same, but then your ingredients might be a little different. So what are we missing, Coos, for a pizza?
Tomato basting.
Yes. I do a simple thing for that. I really do.
I don't like tomatoes.
Doesn't like tomato paste too much.
Paste.
This-
Yeah, looks like blood.
This is tomato paste,
Old blood.
and that's all I use. I don't spice it up. I don't do anything. And you know what? You just thinly put it on. But to do that, we're going to have to take this thing out,
What thing?
the tray, and put the dough. Not that. That we don't want. This tray, and we're going to assemble our pizza. Maybe we'll just move this over, down. I'm so glad we have this huge island. All right.
Yeah, it's actually smaller than what it used to be. It was planned a few feet wider.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's
it was. And then So cut it down. He's like,
Yeah.
it's too wide. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
That's okay, but it is wide enough. It didn't need to be any bigger. I'm just putting things away quickly because that's so to get a bit of space.
Yeah.
And can you put that oil away where it belongs, please, even though there's not much left?
I'll go and buy as soon as you leave.
Okay.
Always wanted to do this.
What were you doing?
All the pizza people, you know, you see them and like,
I don't know. Pizza people do that? I don't know.
I had
I
a
think-
friend who was Italian, a barrister, advocate, drove a Ferrari.
Watch your hands. All right.
We once walked into court, and I was like a junior attorney, and he was a junior advocate as well. And we were on behalf of a bank, major bank in South Africa. And so we thought we had this guy, you know. So I said to him, hey, are you ready? And he says to me, Mr. Kotza, I was born ready. And he took those shysters on the other side at 5 minutes, and they just flat. We lost the case in 5 minutes. And it was not that we weren't prepared, they were just, when they came up with an argument which was later overturned in the Court of Appeals. But whenever I think of him, I think of that Mr. Kotza was born ready. Yeah.
All right. I just took a little bit of olive oil and put it on here.
Yeah, it can go down again.
And now, you want to do it?
I'll do it. No, I don't know. Okay, so you flip this thing like you would do with a baby when you wash it. And then you just put it
I'm
in
just
like
worried
that,
because
okay?
it might be hot. Look how big this pizza is. That's all you had to put on here.
And remember, this thing is hot when it was in the oven.
Yeah,
So
I
just
don't
be
know how
careful.
long.
Not
was
long
in the
enough.
oven,
It
but-
should be sizzling.
We might need a little, this was the tomato paste left from the other pizza. We might need a little more, we might not, because otherwise I have to open up another thing and then
No.
Coos isn't going to use it. So we're going to make do with very light tomato sauce. But you know what? I think there's enough.
Yeah, here's the essential thing in the kitchens in Thailand. It's called an aircon remote.
Coos and his air cons, man. He's been talking, Coos can go on about air cons. He can talk about them every day.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating.
You come to Thailand.
like,
you come here
you
to
come
a tropical paradise like Phuket.
And you meet Coos, and within 30 minutes he will mention air cons. I'm sure of it.
I'll tell you how great they are. I'll say to you, man, it's a greatest invention.
He's going to become an air con salesman. I can tell. That's what he wants to do. Oh, kitty cat's running around outside. All right, well, look, that was enough tomato sauce.
Yeah, let me show you.
It looks very beautiful.
Just to show you I can.
For this, I want to get all of it off though. For this video, we won't mention them. It'll be mentioned again, for sure.
I haven't mentioned concentration camps, did I?
Oh, yes, you did, and we said never again.
Yeah, in one of the videos.
No, not allowed. See, certain things are off topic. All right, Coos. See, it's not that hot, but it is hot. All those mushrooms, you've got to place them on here nicely, please.
Place or throw?
Just grab them and then put them on here and flatten them out. That's how many I put on last time too. I put a lot of mushrooms. I think that's what makes it taste really good.
But you can put whatever you want, of course.
Of course.
You don't bottom if you're a meat eater.
And then the onions, same.
Ah, that's lovely. You should smell this.
Coos really likes onions. So.
I love onions, man. I smell like an onion. There's nothing wrong with onions. They got vitamin C, more than an orange actually. I don't know if it's true.
I don't know if that's true. We like onions though. Onions are good. Now I'm gonna sprinkle on some oregano because I love oregano on pizza.
Don't comment people as oregano.
I know you can put basil. You might sprinkle a bit of dried basil too. But I love this spice. I know Italian spices.
What about Italian herbs?
No, well, Italian usually has this in anyway. I'm gonna put some basil on there too because I saw it. Hi, cats. You want to come in? Come on. Come on. You coming in? Hurry it up. Pizza's going in soon.
These cats are not really like dogs, but they do have tendencies.
They like when we're together and in a place doing something. They like to come. Don't touch us with your hands. Now we need to put the cheese on. Normally we would put capers. Wait, no, capers first. Cheese goes on top. That's why.
What's capers? Fish?
No, they're these. What are capers? Capers are capers.
See, we think of capers as smoked fish.
Oh wow. Okay, no, this is definitely not.
No, we don't eat fish. But we got a pizza fish. See what we got.
Yes. I'm so happy I got that. I never had one of those, man. I got that recently. So I put these on the other day, and you didn't complain. They're nice. They're kind of. Well, you'll notice.
There's another way. We still have to show you where you can actually make like fish from a vegetable. Two of it. One we tried and it didn't work with the salted carrot.
Yeah, but I think I just need to try that again.
Yeah, and then there's one which we last had in Switzerland, I think.
Yeah,
really
because it's
like
made with celery root. Turn that thing up. I got to tell them what a celery root. I have to talk with my hands. So it's made with celery root, and a celery root is that round bulb. And that is in Switzerland, and I can't get that here. It's really one of the only things I can't get is this round, hard thing that I never knew what to do with it.
Really
in Switzerland,
like
they grate it for salad, or they cook it or put it in kind of soups. But there you slice it, made it into like fish fingers, and that was really tasty. But we won't be making that here. Okay, so capers are on, and now all we got to do is put the cheese on, which isn't so easy to do. As you saw, it's very stretchy. What happened to the cheese?
I don't know.
Oh, he's such a nerd. Give me my cheese, boy. Okay. So
let's go down again. Let's show us.
yeah, let's see
how
if
you
we can get
this
it
out.
on. Yeah, it's not easy. So
I thought. It's a bit like rubber.
yeah, it's very rubbery. And the problem is putting it on. I'm just going to put on like a little clump here, a little clump here, and then I'll show you.
Can you not cut them with scissors?
Yeah, just about. Another clump here, another clump here. This is like rubber gummy. Right.
Oh, but it tastes nice.
It does, and it melts nice, and it really gives you that, fakes your brain out. I think I mentioned that before, that at Nestle, I was giving language classes at Nestle for years, and they would give these tests. And it's 100% sure that if strawberry yogurt isn't pink, people won't think it tastes like strawberry yogurt, even though it's exactly the same. So this is mozzarella, and it fakes out your pizza because. So this is the part that I'm saying is hard, and somehow this time it was even gooier than last. See, it's always different. You do the same, and it comes out different. So as you see, I'm just trying to spread it out as much as I can. But we could have used a bit more of this time, huh?
No, we just eat like.
It's always good. It
I
doesn't.
can get the mozzarella pieces and you not.
It's not very nice.
She wants to take some with. I think we said that.
All right. So then the suggestion is, and I still have some of the oil left from what I put on the pan. It's not hot anymore. Shame I can't put any over there. Oh well. This is how it is, guys, you know. It'll still be good. I would double that recipe next time.
Yeah.
Make the note, double the recipe. Double it. All right, and then just on top of the cheese, I'm taking a little bit of that oil that I used. I really didn't have much left, but that's all I need. And just tapping the top of that cheese with that olive oil. Olive oil, yeah.
Yeah, the leftovers of what you do the pan with.
Yeah. And now, I didn't put any salt on it, but I didn't do it last time either. And then we put pepper after. So go ahead, and the oven is ready for it. So pop it in the middle, and it only takes about 20, maximum 30 minutes. Oh, I'm just going to look at the time. Ta-da! That does look like a beauty, doesn't it? Okay.
So I want to say thank you to those of you who actually follow the channel.
Yeah, thank you.
We're grateful.
Yeah.
We're having fun here, you know.
Yeah.
Hope you have fun too in your kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hasta la vista. We'll show you the end product.
Yeah, and now we're done.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So yesterday there was a bit of a misunderstanding between Rebecca and myself. She ran in and said something about taking the pizza out in 5 minutes, and I understood, well, she's going to take the pizza out in 5 minutes. But she meant actually I had to get off my ass. I was busy with something and go and take the pizza out in 5 minutes. So about 10 minutes later she arrives. She arrives right here now.
Just in time.
So I'll wait for her to put the microphone on, and then I'll tell you what happened yesterday with the pizza and the time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so there was, as I say, a bit of a misunderstanding there, and so we took the pizza out a few minutes more than 5 minutes. And it was absolutely delicious. So now we're standing here and you can smell this pizza. It's fantastic. But I'll let her speak as soon as she's got a mic on. Yes, now you can speak.
Yeah, I came upstairs and I was dripping with sweat, and I was like, I'm taking a shower. You take out the pizza in 5 minutes.
He was not quite as clear as that. Or perhaps I didn't hear it as clear as that.
And I took the shower. See what a good husband he is. You just saw a demonstration. What is a good husband? Who's always right?
You.
See?
Wife's always right, of course.
See? He knows that.
Am I fat? Are you crazy?
It's a bloody secret. If you want a happy marriage and a man can accept that, you're going to have a wonderful marriage.
Yes, I'm house trained.
You can't argue, even when. So I did say that though, and then I went and took a shower, and then there was laundry on the bed to fold, so I folded laundry. I come out. What was he doing? He was. Ooh.
But I think it should go back a little bit more.
Ooh.
What do you people think?
I don't know. I think it's perfect. Yeah, the other one was a little more done, but I think this is perfect. This is perfect.
So
this
let's
is
switch the
perfect.
oven off. We did cheat a bit. We did put in a bit of what's these red things called?
Red peppers.
Red pepper. Yeah.
I forgot that we had them, and it's like no, let's put them on. So they're going to be fine. Maybe they're still a little crunchy. Anyway, when I came out from folding laundry, taking a shower, what were you doing at the table?
I had set the table.
I've
cleaned the table.
Yeah, he was
I do every day. I do the dishes too.
And I was like, where's the pizza? And when I went up and said 5 minutes, it was already looking like how this pizza is looking. And I was like, oh no, the whole pizza is going to be burnt.
But
and I really thought it was going to be burnt, but it was perfect, more than perfect. It was really delicious. But this is looking awesome. So we'll move this, we'll bring it up like this and move it onto that cutting board up there.
Yes, and then
that one's big enough.
Cut it with a pizza knife, pizza roller.
That sounds like a deal.
And then we'll take a few pictures for you, and then goodbye for I don't know how long. Till next week.
Yeah, he's going to be in the kitchen taking over. That's a good.
Yes. I'll be here, and I'm looking forward. Okay. Bye.
I was just bringing up 2 real plates, because we got these plastic plates upstairs that are like bowl shaped. So we are even having our pizza on a real plate today.
Yes.
That's going to make it taste even better.
She was not attempting to hit me with it. It might have looked a bit different when I cut the video feed. She's not a violent person on this. She falls downstairs.
Yes.
Then she can use a few words.
Or
the other day when the cat, we'll play you that as a bonus video. We took poor cat in to be castrated. Old tiger. And then she dropped things there on the...
It was already stressful. I didn't like the idea of bringing that poor little cat in to get... And so I had him in one hand, and I had my breakfast, and it was a big breakfast in the other.
Smoothie.
And I was anyway, we'll show you what happened.
Yes, and then it fell.
Foul language.
She used very foul language, but that's not the point here. You know what she did then?
What did I do?
Did you not run upstairs and take who's smoothie that you take with?
Luckily, I had asked Coos, do you want yours now or later? And he's like, I'll have it later.
But
it was only a small one.
So she went up and she just took more.
Big one.
Just like
Absolutely.
That's how it works. Now
it was my
for a great
breakfast,
marriage.
man. It was my breakfast.
Whatever you have, your wife owns.
See, second rule. He's gonna write the rules.
I did actually in the book, so it's just not published anymore.
There we go.
All right, bye.
Bye
really,
for real.
For sure now. Bye.
The Pizza Man. Very funny.
And show you this wonderful invention. So you can put it on here.
And open the door.
Open the door.
Whoops, I brought my shoes in. We usually don't. And attack. Which half is yours?
Doesn't matter. Because I think we're going to cut the other one in smaller pieces for it to go with.
But that mozzarella has to be put on top. I'll lose that. Yeah, I'm not cutting this so nice, but it's hard to cut. Yeah, wait. Tiger's running around now. I'm leaving this here for now. I have to wash my feet and change my shoes. Yes,
Tiger.
my new tiger. She said give him a little food. He'll be very hungry, but just give him a little bit at first and see. Everything went fine. She gave him the leukemia blood test, and in a week's time you'll have to take him, hon, for one more vaccine. Little Bear will do it when I'm back. How about some Felix? You like Felix. How about some Felix? Oh, look at your dog. Huh?
Tiger, let's eat. But not too much.
Oh, meow.
Yes, you're still drunk in the head.
You're all dizzy.
You felt like that yesterday. I know how it feels.